It's your boy A Weezy, man. You already know what it is, man. We back with another one, man. Wavemaker Podcast. Yes, sir. Y'all been seeing this man around everywhere. The man, the myth, the legend, people. Mr. 215 himself. Mr. Motivated Youth. What's up, baby?
What's up, baby? You already know, man. I appreciate y'all for having me up here.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. You already know. For everybody that don't know, this really kind of like day one shit. This family.
Yeah,
this is family. This is family.
Yeah, this folks.
I mean, this ain't nothing new. We been rocking even when we was doing wrong.
Yeah.
Even when we was doing wrong.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. But we here now. We on positive. Yeah. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly.
Yeah, come on, Philly.
I'm loving everything you doing, bro.
Yeah, most definitely, man. It's glad to see. Like, when any of my homies doing right and they reach out to me, man, I wouldn't care if I was worth 150,000 million. I'm coming, bro, because I be proud of all my homies that make it out, bro. And we was in them trenches, bro, like, I ain't gonna say we was always lost because we was found, but we ain't realize our worth.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, we ain't recognize what we was worth. And then once we realized what we was worth, we was like, yo, we could take this on the road and just stay who we is. But the only difference now is we not killing our people. We not tearing down our people. We not selling no drug. We not doing none of these things. We can do something now that our kids is proud of us at. Look at my dad on TV. Look at my dad doing this. Look at my dad now and he proud of us. A different kind of proud. We was never proud. We ain't never take, that's an embarrassment to our kids if your daughter got to stand up. What my dad do? Right. She afraid to really say you a drug dealer or she don't know what you do because she never see you go to work. You dig what I'm saying? We got to create a footprint for our kids to see, like, all right, my dad may have started this way, but he ain't finished that way. He changed his life. So now when he coming up to a crossroads in life, he might be like, you know what, Dad, my dad got over it. I could do the same thing. You feel what I'm saying? Right.
So it's more so about changing the narrative, man.
Yeah.
It's about not being stuck in one spot. And at the end of the day, like, to piggyback off you said, man, we've been through a lot in the streets.
Of course, every era.
Bro, and like really us just like sitting here right now. You know how many homies we got dead?
Yeah.
Like really thinking about that, like dog. We owe too much back.
We owe too much.
We owe too much back, man.
Too much back. We owe too much.
That's
back,
why I
man.
appreciate like everything you do, dog. Like I'm saying this right now
in
your face as your homie, man, your brother. I appreciate you, dog.
Yeah,
I really like
definitely.
Dog, even when I was doing wrong, you was telling me, yo, you better than that.
Yeah.
Yo, like you really better than that, man.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I think like I was able to, so like I said when we was talking outside, I always had the ability to like see better in people. Even when I didn't see better in myself. Right. I used to see better in people. And I don't know, I'm gonna just say I feel like it was God's gift, but that's how I always seen it. When I met thorough people, it was just a natural thing to be like, damn, because I always questioned it like, damn, what are we really doing? Right. Think about it when we was really out there, like even on our way out exiting, like, yo, what am I really doing? I'm really on a treadmill, running in place. That's all I'm doing for real. I come out, it's the same thing every day. When you start thinking about your 24 hours of building or destroying, you like, yo, did I really build? That's the thing. I knew I went in front of the Chinese store. I went on the lower block with such and such. I ended up back at the bar again. What did I really do? When you start measuring that time to like, bro, I done wasted 19 hours outside. And though I made some money, but this ain't no information that I could use. Right. It's just money.
It ain't nothing that I can transform to the
I'm about to do the same thing tomorrow. So when you start looking at it, it ain't like you looking down on nobody. It's just like you start seeing a bigger picture like, damn, do I want more than this? I just want to be here. I want to be one of these dudes that every era they see me and it's just like, you still around this joint? Like, I can see if you came back, but you still around this joint?
Like, I'm one of the people that, like, really seen, like, what you've been through, like, in the streets. Like, when did you, like, when did it hit you, like, yo, like, it's really a higher purpose for me. Like, I'm really not supposed to be doing this. Like, when did you really, like decided, like, it was like, yo, I ain't selling nothing else, yo. I ain't doing nothing else to nobody. I'm on for all of that. I'm going this way, man. And if you ain't on what I'm on, like, because that's really what you did.
It was the deaths, bro. It was the deaths of too many close tied individuals, bro. Like, and that's through wars, that's through street drama. So, you know, we've been through a lot of stuff, like different things in the streets. And you from West, but you one of the people that can move around West Philly, whereas though a lot of younger people your age can't, because you build those relationships with people. But it's like, think about you in it, but you not in it, but because you still trying to figure out how to get out of it.
Right.
But then you see your homies in it, and all of them keep dying. And everyone is closer to you. Like, damn, this was my man on 61st Street. He got smoked, and my other young boy down 59. Everything is all within your vicinity. So it's like, you start looking at it like, these all the dudes I be talking to them, like, yo, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. And it's like they getting plucked off. So every single death, every janazah, every funeral, it was really like they was my chess pieces on a board, and God was taking every last one. And all the important pieces. You understand? The queen, the knight, the rook, not the pawns. He was taking all the important pieces on my board.
So now I gotta move strategic so I can, because it's getting thinner. It's getting thinner.
What kind of game, just think like this, what kind of chess game would you really have if you a king and your whole board is full of pawns?
Right.
And the person that you challenging got all their pieces. You're gonna lose, bro. Yeah. There's nobody in the history of chess that could beat that kind of game.
It ain't even no point of putting up the fight.
It ain't even point of that. So once I start seeing all these important pieces moving, it just had me questioning everything I was doing in life, everything I was about to do, everything I was doing, everything I'm currently doing. And I start measuring that, and I had to be a time where, like, you know what? Even I'm out or I'm in, and there's no more straddling the fence, because that's what a lot of us try to do. I'm gonna get the job, I'm gonna be the job boy, sell a little of this on the side when I get off at 10. And you think that could work. Right. Until you start seeing more stuff happen, and they just lock such and such up. I just had 10. I gotta go to work at 7. You start getting paranoid because you know you got this shit on you, and you try to make some side money. Right. But if you get caught with that, that's over. You understand? All that life over here trying to straddle the fence. So now you come to that roadblock of which way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go left or I'm gonna go right. I know what left gonna get me. Jail, death. These young boys gonna look at me as a target. They gonna try to get me out the way. I know how I hustle. I know how I do these things. I'm gonna just go right. You know what I mean? This is the one time in life I can't, because now you can't straddle the fence. Ain't no fence at this crossroad. It's left, it's right. You can't get in the middle of it. So I decided to go right. You know what I mean? And I just decided I'm going to use what I learned from going left, and I'm going to put it inside of going right. Because even though we was in the streets and we did all those things, it was so many life lessons that we got with them. For sure. That we could use over here. So I just took the good out of that, and I kept stepping. And I kept stepping, bro.
So, and like moving forward, so that so I always hear you say, like, you got like this little saying that you say, and I want to get it right. It's something with Instagram and you learning it, but like Instagram learning you or something. Like,
I said I didn't catch up to Instagram. Right. Instagram caught up to me.
And with that, like, being like said, like, it's like, so you really like took what you learned from the streets,
of course,
and you like, bam. So like, how did the platform become? Like, when did you decide, like, hey man,
I think once I did like a video or like around the way, that kind of like channeled something. People was used to me going around showing old spots. And then I realized somebody was like, yo, bro, it ain't even like the voice. You got a loud voice.
Okay.
You got like a commanding voice. Use it more. So I said, you know what? All right, bet. I'm going to start getting on these videos, talking a lot more. And then I said, you know what? It's time for, I ain't going to switch it, but it's time for me to really like start trying to get the youth now, since people coming. You know what I mean? And then I'm like, all right, I got to stay consistent. I can't be the one video every other day, boy. I got to put as many as I can up all the time. You know, even if I'm talking for 30 seconds.
Yeah, you put them motherfuckers out, boy. I can't keep the fuck up.
You feel? So I got to stay on a timeline. Stay on a timeline. Stay on a timeline. Stay on a timeline. So that's what I decided to do. And in that process, what I start thinking about was the building or destroying part. Now, not to say making videos about Philly is not destroying, but on the same token, it just builds a certain kind of narrative that I'm just like a historian for Philly.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I'm bigger than that. Now let me start talking about the youth. Let me start talking about us collaborating with each other, start pushing each other. Let me start bringing out the best in people. That's more of a building technique than me just talking about old places in Philly, because old places in Philly mostly old people care about. The younger people are not going to care about them places. Right. So now it's time for me to start building my city up as well as myself. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that came about.
And then with you taking that forward like that, like the feedback that you get from it is amazing, man. I'm talking about you seen everywhere.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, it's nowhere in the city that you're not seen. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, like, your Instagram name is MotivateYouth215. But everybody really call you Mr. 215. You do know that, right?
Most definitely.
You're definitely Mr. 215, man.
Yeah.
I can't take that shit away from you, dog. Like, and then it's like, the shit that you talk about, it's to this. It is. Because, like, at the end of the day, we can't talk about Chicago because we're not from Chicago.
Not from Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? And you could tell that you're not doing it for reviews, because, like, if you was doing it for reviews, you would only put out one video a day or some shit and let the shit rack up. You understand what I'm saying? No, nigga, you dropping this shit like Wayne was dropping the dedication mixtapes.
This even deeper than that. This Master P era. You feel when he had the whole Source magazine with all his artists and every page. Remember when Master P had the game on lock? He had everybody. His whole label was out. Every magazine you get, Master P got 20 pages in them joints.
Master P had 30 distribution deals.
You understand what I'm saying, bro? So that's the type of work ethic. Like even kind of so like with them Wayne mixtapes or whatever, like constant, consistent. When 50 came, when G Unit came, when Dipset was out. Like, it's just the method is just, I'm going to outwork everything. I'm going to outwork it. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, just like I was telling you, like, no idea is a bad idea. When we start having that doubt in our mind about what we could do, what would we say, even though, now I don't want to offend nobody, so I never talk about stuff that's going to, like, mostly try to offend somebody, but sometimes the truth can hurt anybody, and people could take the truth and then run with it and say they being offensive, but it's like, what is everybody real truth? You feel what I'm saying? Of themselves. Only you would know that as a person. Like when me and my homie was talking to my man Shady, we was talking about like accountability, like knowing who we were in the street. And that's where the pride come from. Like even with me and you being in the street, like we don't talk about those things because that's something we wasn't proud of. Right. You don't get out the street and run across your homie and start talking about when we was getting money selling coke. We not doing that no more. We off that. I want to know about your business. I want to know about your kids. I want to know about your family. We ain't about to talk about when we was those people because I'm not proud of that person, bro.
Yeah, man.
You feel what I'm saying? Like me knowing who I am now, how much I could have brought to my community. Why would I be proud of that person, bro? I'm proud now. I'm proud of who I am now. I feel prideful now. When I go back to the hood now, this new generation see me in a different light. I don't never want to talk about that person. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where I feel like it hurt a lot of the dudes who people looked up to, because a lot of them came home from jail thinking that taking that person and being prideful of that person was everything, and it start changing. Nobody cares about who you was back in the day. Right. Think about it, bro. These young boys don't care about who you are. I used to run around and clap. Oh, yeah, we doing that right now. And we doing it on a different level.
And these young
play with us if you want to.
They'll tell you, update your resume.
You understand what I'm saying? So you got to
ask you what you did lately.
You feel what I'm saying? So my thing is,
like that's thorough.
In our hoods, we can't come back at, we not they peers, bro. We gonna be real old heads and give them some real game, and we gonna get out their way. We ain't gonna try to force them and blame them and y'all the reason why things mess. We failed them for real, bro.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Because we was caught up. So we failed these young boys, and dudes don't be wanting to have that hard conversation. What you mean? I failed them. My young boys cool. I only got 2 young boys that's booked. Bro, what are you talking about? I'm saying that the bigger picture of a bigger scale, we failed them. Because at the end of the day, we had some tools around. We just ain't listen to them. And then on top of that, we ain't know what to do with the tools we had. Our older drug dealers weren't telling us about real estate. Mm-hmm. They weren't telling us about trucks and interest rates and credit. We ain't learned that, bro. We learned how to pick up a pistol. Right. We learned how to sell this coke, sell this weed. We learned that stuff. And in turn, that's exactly what we gave them. Because we had a little bit of tools. We could have listened to that truck driver over there. We could have listened to that doctor over there. We could have listened to that police person. But that we didn't have no father figure, so nobody could grab us and say, yo, that truck driver is the one that's going to own the hood 30 years from now. He's going to have the hood 30. cop that you talking about, you hating on, he's gonna retire 20 years from now. He's gonna buy everything up, and he ain't gotta worry about you no more because he taking trips every month for the rest of his life. All those trades we were supposed to learn and stuff like that, but ain't nobody never pull us out. We ain't never see a UPS driver pull up in a Benz, bro. Back then, we ain't never see that. We ain't never see nobody that successfully ran a business in our community that pulled up and had a Roley on and jumped out with gators on. We didn't see that. Only dudes that looked like that was drug dealers. You feel it? And in our situations, put our situations on top that we in poverty, our moms don't really got it, dads rolled out. We more attracted to that. I want money. I need to get out of this. I need to take care of my mom. I need to put food in the refrigerator. That UPS guy, I don't never see him with money because he in that truck.
Right.
He in that old school car, so you judging him based off of that. You dig what I'm saying? So we knew what we was doing, bro. And the thing about it is now, it's like we got an obligation. You can be a part of this or you can be a part of that. Is you gonna build or you gonna destroy? Bro, I choose to build because I destroyed myself and others all those years. You feel what I'm saying? So now it's like my passion is like, it's purpose driven. It's like through the roof. I'm on a mission, and I don't really got time to stop and listen to nobody tell me what I can't do. I don't want to tell me what I can do. I feel like I'm a superpower. I'm gonna put the same thing in you. You better feel like you got superpowers and keep rolling, bro.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying? Keep rolling. Let nobody tell you what you can't. We ain't supposed to be here, bro. Think about our lives. Yes. Like all the eras we survived, these young boys only survive in this era. We had to survive this era, the era before it, the era before it, and a little bit of the era before it, watching it. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, if you ain't survived 4 or 5 eras, bro, this ain't, I understand y'all popping and y'all drilling and all that, but like on the same token, we had to learn how to use these first. You had to have that kind of heart. Yes, we know what it's like to be in jail where you ain't got no weapon and you run across your enemies and you outnumbered. Is you scared? You leaving the block, or you gonna face all your enemies on that block? That's how we had to earn our respect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to run for, I don't care if it's 15 of y'all. If y'all beat me up and stomp me out, I guarantee you all 15 people have respect for me because they know I ain't run. So we had to build our reputation up an old school way. Now you could just like grab a gat and you can kill somebody and they think like that's respectful, but you see the real them when they get in jail because now you don't have this weapon. You hid behind this weapon for years. You don't have these drugs that you could take every day that made you think you was Superman. You feel what I'm saying? Because what's naturally in you is naturally in you. That's why a lot of names get separated when it come down to like respect and reputation, because a lot of people don't really got the same. A lot of people hid behind other people's reputations, hid behind other hid behind other people's scripts. You understand what I'm saying?
Talk now.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, bro, you people and you like, hey, bro, they you know they really only know you because your right hand man was such and such. Your brother was such and such. Your pop was such and such. Ain't nobody talking about what you did, bro. Ain't nobody, this ain't for you. You got that
nobody
pass.
Worried about you, Otis.
You understand? You got that pass because of your brother. Nigga, we love your brother. Nigga, we love your uncle. We love your cousin. You don't get that, bro. And I try to tell that even to the younger dudes. Like, a lot of the rules that they broke, and people are like, well, ain't no more rules. The rules are going to always be here.
Yes, sir.
It's just if you decide to break them.
Yeah.
The rules are never going nowhere, bro. It's just if you decide to break the rule. Once you break the rule, you got to take everything with breaking a rule.
That's the only way the rules don't matter. When you carry the rules like they don't matter.
You
when you break the rules that ain't.
You bent the rules.
That's when the rule. Yeah, that's when it ain't no rules.
Saying? Like, come on, man.
So you got to, like you said, you got to take everything that come with that.
Back to something people can relate to, like The Wire. Let's go back to The Wire for a second.
Yes, sir.
When
2000, right?
When Stringer Bell ordered them to shoot at Omar even on a Sunday.
With his grandma.
And Avon told him, bro, this rule go back so many years, bro. We don't break that rule, bro. We don't care if the enemy right in front of us.
Right.
It's a Sunday truce. It's been a Baltimore thing for way before I became here. Stringer wasn't cut like that. Integrity, he didn't have that. Mm-hmm. He wanted the money. He didn't understand that. And as you could see towards the end, like, just by how he went out, because he broke another rule. He tried to put a hitman on a hitman.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He tried to put
Brother Muzon
and Omar, these is hitmen. They respect each other. Even as enemies, they respect. You don't think when they get in front of each other's face, they gonna bang it out without talking? They respect each other's work. So it's like, bro, how did me and you even meet? Like, how did Something had to be. Yeah, you understand? Like, why would somebody put you on me? Why would they do that? And that's the thing what I tell dudes that I consider real. Like, at the end of the day, bro, ain't nothing fake. If you consider your man and y'all real, none of this should ever. That's why I always say, bro, even in the entertainment world, real friends gonna always be real friends, bro. Ain't no amount of money, fame, or nothing is gonna break that.
Right.
If it breaks that, that was never your real friend. Mm-hmm. It's just the opportunity never presented itself. People think you could test somebody. We in the 7th grade, we older, and you may test him that one time, and you might think that's what friendship is constantly tested. Who he is in the 7th grade, he's not gonna be who he is at 40.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying?
With kids, a job,
you understand what I'm saying?
A woman, a
Come on,
crib.
bro.
Yeah, ain't no way he the same.
It's different things going on, bro. That makes us be tested with each other, and it's the same thing out here, bro. Everything that me and you went through in the streets, all that was the test. Yes, of our who he is right now is who we always was supposed to be. Yes, but we had to go through those things because we wouldn't be able to be who he is right now if we didn't. So some people are around purposely because we had to go through certain things in life in order to be who we is right now and talk to how we can talk right now and be able to say what we can say to these younger dudes, because it's like, bro, I could really, like, outside of this, like, everything you talking about, like, I was that person. So you talking about you can't change, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey, listen, man, young niggas, man, prime example, man. That's why the washing machine got so many cycles before it get clean, man.
You feel what I'm saying?
Your clothes is dirty when you put them in. It got to go through rinse, wash, you know what I'm saying, all before they get clean. Come on, man.
All that, bro.
Come on, man.
They got to go through all that, man. And the thing about it is,
it's a cycle, baby.
It's like you could see better form, and it's just like hard because it's like when you really look at their conditions and you really start seeing the pattern. Like, we didn't grow up with we couldn't talk. Everybody grew up with the form in their household and no snitching. We carry that in all walks of life.
Right.
We don't even talk to our homies. We don't even talk to certain people and the family members because we was taught to never talk.
Right.
And nobody never broke that down of separating. No snitching came from the streets. Nobody never broke that down because we don't look at civilians as snitches.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So in their world, that doesn't matter. You feel, but in the street world, it does. So we took what we learned from the streets and we applied that to all forms of life. If we down to the point, if somebody getting raped in an alleyway, like, I'm not about to tell on bull. Like,
right.
He's raping a woman in an alleyway. You really looking at the street code. So what are you, if you're not prepared to kill him, what are you willing to do? Let him get away? And a person be like, damn, that is deep. Yes, because it is. We talking about something in the streets versus something in a different world. They don't have those same.
And then also look at it like reverse it. What if it's one of your folks and somebody is exactly watching it? Like, what you want that person to do?
What do you want the person to, you understand? So that's all I be trying to do is do things and say things that provoke thoughts in our mind. You feel? Because once you out the streets, if something happened, and say something happened in the court of law where you got to sue somebody. In the street world, taking anybody to court, you a snitch. But you got a legit business and you say, yo, this guy just got me out of $100,000. Like, I can't even take him to court. No, bro, you a snitch if you sue him. You're like, bro, it's going to start messing with your brain a little bit. Like, so everything somebody do to me in life, they can get away with it, basically.
Right.
And the only option for me is if I don't kill them. So now you trying to tell me, now I could have been a drug dealer all my life. You want me to be a killer for real. Man.
So it's basically, if I don't get street justice, let it go.
Every time. You understand what I'm saying?
If I don't get street justice,
bro.
let it go.
Every single time. Because going back to what I'm saying is, as kids, that's where we learned from. Or we took everything out of the streets and we took it into the regular world. And that's why so many of these young boys is depressed. That's why they got trauma, because they can't talk about nothing. It's in a mind frame not to be able to talk to nobody. And then probably some of the people that their moms was dealing with, they failed them.
Right.
So it's like now you come around, know they recognize you thorough, and it's just like it's going to take longer now because the last two dudes who told him they was going to be there like they pops and, you know, they got love for him. Him and his mom stopped talking and homeboy disappeared.
Right.
So now the dude who was getting to your son, it's like, you feel I don't mess with him no more. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like now he forget the effect that he really had on the child. You feel, but 9 times out of 10, most moms gonna cut that off. Like, you don't mess with me no more. You ain't have the relationship with your son. And that's detrimental. to females who bring in different men around their kids. You got a boyfriend every other week, and your son seeing that you got a boyfriend every other week. First of all, that's where you're going to learn how to treat women at. You understand what I'm saying? He already now look at his mom as, oh, my mom ain't.
He ain't going to trust women. He's not going to trust
Not going to trust, bro. A lot of the traits that we had as younger, that's how we start looking at it. When I start looking at it, like, even down to my choice of woman is being younger.
It started in the household.
It started in the crib.
It started in the crib.
You didn't know you for most of the time. We got Jones who was even, we wanted females who was nothing like our mom or more similar to our mom. It was no one way or the other. Even the way your mom acted, if she was a messed up mom, it even made you hate women or it made you want to get a female that was a total opposite.
Damn, bro. That's crazy that you put it like that because that's exactly how it goes.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? You even going to want the same ones that's like your mom. You used to that cycle now. Damn, you used to it. Used to somebody cursing you out and the drama. Think about it, bro. Growing up in the hood was, bro, why you see a couple that been together 20 years. They've been fighting every year for 20 years. That's something that could be both of them might be used to it, but either one of them is used to that because who's going to fight somebody every day for 20 years? They've been fighting for 20 years. He's been going to jail every other week. They both got to like it. Somebody got to like it because it's like, yo, they've really been doing this for 20 years. Yeah, they've been doing it for 20 years. Yeah. That all of it starts young. From the type of men women like, from the type of woman men like. It all starts at a young age until you start picking out. Because just think about it, like you might have been 19 and you might like all the wild girls. I want the wild ghetto Jones, man, that be drawn outside until you get one. And then you realize like why when we go out, you got to be ghetto and loud and drunk. This is what you wanted. Right. You already knew what it was. Why would you take the chick from the hood that you know is loud and ghetto, don't have no class? Why would you take her over here with these people?
Because that's what you were sprouted from.
That's what you feel what I'm saying? That's what you wanted. And now you over here with them, you're going to realize, oh, snap,
and you feeling like you out of place, and all along, like this is how you act.
This is how you feel what I'm saying? And that's what you wanted. Yeah. So it's just like sometimes if you don't go through those things to see it, but at different phases of your life, that's just how the transformation is. And then you finally end up somewhere like you really need to be, and you start feeling it like, oh snap, this is where I was supposed to. This is where I was supposed to be at the whole time. I just couldn't be there, with you. You know what I mean?
And nowadays, I feel as though like with the youth now, like I feel as though like peer pressure is on a whole nother level.
Of course.
You got to remember, like when we was coming up, peer pressure, you might smoke a little bit, drink a little. It's like peer pressure. You got to put something down now. You got to it's like you ain't they got their little gangs, it's like they peer pressure is just on another level, man, because they really not like that.
Because I'm gonna tell you, bro, you got more dangerous leaders than you do followers.
Okay.
Because they know they dangerous. They know they could rile people up. They know they could talk these dudes into going to war over something that he's not really telling the truth about. It could be over this girl that we both messing with, and I want him out the way just because he messing with her. People feel like that. Like, you understand, that thing between the woman legs runs the world.
Oh yeah, that wet muscle, yes sir.
And you find out them stories when you get in jail, like, oh man, the whole time this ain't what is over because Johnny killed Joe. Right. No, it ain't because of Johnny and Joe. You feel what I'm saying? He was messing with Tiff, and he ain't want nobody to mess with Tiff. So that's how he created that false narrative, and then he went and start talking trash about him, and you start finding out the real stories, but you smoked 3 of his homies, they smoked 5 of your homies, your grandkids in it, his son in it, his daughter in it, the mom, the sisters. Nobody like each other.
It ain't even about Tiff no more.
It ain't even about Tiff no more. We 30 bodies in.
Yep.
Let's roll. You understand what I'm saying? So people not taking them back, because once you realize that, right, it should make you sensitive to the topic. Like, you know what? I ain't this when it's written in the history books, this is gonna come up that all our family members got killed behind a female. Not behind cousin Ralph or cousin Tim. This ain't start that.
But like and not to cut you off, but if you go back, just go back to Cleopatra, how she put the 2 kings against each other so she can take over.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. This
the art of seduction.
Yeah,
for anybody that never read that book, it's a great book.
Bro, and
read that book.
It's just that's how it go, bro. And the thing about it is, like, when so many of us start compromising out here, wherever the case may be, right? It allows a whole wave of suckers to come close to you and get around you and you had some dudes that was real, but because of their conversations, they made you feel uncomfortable. And the thing about it is, I feel like when you surround yourself around people that genuinely got love for you, they should be able to hit you and grind you up and whatever. And it might hurt. I'm not going to front. It's like coming from your girl. It's going to hurt, but then sometimes you just got to take it. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's needed at the moment. You feel sometimes somebody got to rip you out your soul and show you yourself. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Then it hits you and you be like, damn, now I got all these people around me, all these people in my ear. None of these people really got love for me, though. Nobody got love for me. They just around because they feel like I'm the one. But then what about my homies who was really telling me I was the one the whole time? And I ain't want to listen to them because they said, bro, I feel like, man, you beat your son too hard, lad. Bro, what you mean I beat my son? Now you don't want him around you because he told you beat your son. This your man, bro.
He told you the truth. Yeah, that's all.
He just telling you what he
on the outside looking at.
He still love you regardless of how you beat your son. It's still your man. Like, it wasn't really that deep to cut your man off about something that made you feel uncomfortable. And some people just stick with that forever.
Like you said, the truth hurt.
Yeah, some people are like, I ain't never apologized. It's 30 years later, and this was something so minute. But it's like, damn, you held that on, bro. Like, this was really your dog. With them people that you, last 20 years you've been going through it with, ain't none of them dudes really love you like your man did. But that's how it go, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm out here just trying to rewire all of us, bro. You know what I mean? Rewire all our brains, especially the people our age and younger. Like, bro, we better than all this shit that we was doing out here in the streets, bro. We better than that. We got the same type gifts and talents. If you come over here, I guarantee you gonna win. Just put the same amount of energy you put in that, the same amount of effort you put in that. If you got a business, you better promote it the same way you did when we had to go to the stores and get 125s and bag it all up and cut it and get outside and write our numbers down before the text and error and all that. We had to get out there and promote. It's all the same thing over here. Only difference is it's the right thing to do. We not killing our people no more. We don't got to go to war over blocks. You and now we can get in position over here and get rich and come back and buy these blocks, come back and pull more people. So it's like once we rewire our brain and we're like, yo, we was already hustlers. Let's switch lanes real quick, bro. Come on over here. If we do it together, it's over. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh, man. If we could, what?
If we did it together, it's over. What? It's over, bro. It's over if we did it together. Everybody's so focused on like a sperm trying to wiggle his way out and get out there first. You got all these people trying to get out first. And it's like, that's cool. I get that. It's always going to be competition. But when you get there, are you going to let them know that it's a bunch of other people that's coming behind you? You feel what I'm saying? Or are you going to try to extend your hand to anybody that's coming behind you? That's why I always preach collaboration. We are in a city full of a bunch of people that's like competing with us, and it's supposed to be us against them.
Right.
It's supposed to be us versus everybody else. When people come to Philly, they need to know, like, you coming to Philly. If you mess with South Philly, you mess with West Philly. Right. If you mess with West Philly, you mess with North. If you mess with North, you mess with Germantown. You feel what I'm saying? All of us, everybody supposed to carry it that way. The rappers, the street guys, the doctors, the lawyers, the nurses, the hairstylists, the fashion people. If we all carrying it that way, can't nobody divide us.
Can't lose.
You can't go out LA and talk about a Philly dude and think when you come back to Philly, you gonna get away with that. Not in a violent manner, but on a simple fact, if you doing podcasts, we're gonna tear you up on our podcast like you tore the Philly boy up on your podcast.
Exactly.
We're gonna tear y'all up. Exactly. And now when you wake up, you got 30 podcasters in Philly disrespecting the podcast out LA because you disrespected somebody in Philly. And so you see what I mean by all standing together?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
If one of our people let me rewind that back for all the podcasters. If one of our people went somewhere and disrespected a podcast in Philly, every podcast in Philly supposed to jump on that podcast ass.
Real shit.
Jump on their ass.
Real shit.
Because when they see 50 or however many podcasts we got in Philly, if they see everybody doing it, they gonna be like, yeah, I ain't messing with them Philly guys.
And you're gonna be scared to come to Philly because you already know.
And you feel what I'm saying?
That one person.
I ain't messing with them Philly guys, bro. Because this ain't nothing that, we talking about killing each other for. This just more so.
It's just standing up.
Standing together.
Yeah, it's a pride thing.
Standing together.
Standing up. Yeah,
standing
come on,
together,
man.
Bro.
That's all. Unity. Brotherhood.
Real brotherhood.
That's it,
not
man.
Photo op.
That's it.
take a video together, then we all back splitting ways. We talking about phone numbers. Bro, what's up? I'm ready to slide up on you real brotherly.
But nobody want to do that. Everybody want to be the man individual. You can still be the man in a team. You can still be the man. You can still be the man.
Yep.
You can still be the man in the team.
Ask the Eagles. That Super Bowl, you going to talk about every name. You ain't talking about just the quarterback. When you win big, they talk about every individual person and what they brung to that Super Bowl championship.
No one man above the team.
No one man above the team.
It don't matter what you doing. Basketball, football, hockey, baseball. It don't matter what you doing. It don't matter.
Facts, bro.
It don't matter, man. Facts. If we all stand together, it's nobody. F this, man. I'm saying it. If we all stand together, I don't think there's no city over us. If we all stand together, I think every city would join our wagon, man. Whether anybody that know that's from Philly,
looking up to us, bro.
Whether you been out of Philly or not, everywhere love Philly. Everywhere love us. What if you think all of us get on one page, one accord? How you think these other cities gonna act? These other states.
I tell the comedians this all the time. They'll be able to book venues. Movie stars will be calling for talent. Executives will be calling for talent. People will be looking for them fashion designers. More podcasts in Philly will be popping if they all start working with each other. So much shit to change when we start working with each other and we start pushing each other, bro. Because now each individual talent is being recognized. When you trying to just get me and my man in, it's like, bro, if you would have worked with 3 other people and one of them could have gotten the door, that was your opportunity right there. Because he could have seen the same thing you seen in him or somebody else seen, he could see it in you. You feel me? So your whole time, if it's 5 of us in here and we all in a different podcast and somebody say, man, I want to work with all 5 of y'all. And like 2 people back out and the 3 do it. It's like y'all backed out for no reason because at the end of the day, it was y'all time.
Yep.
It wasn't our time yet.
Yep.
You just missed your shot. It was really your time to blow. But because you didn't want to work with nobody, you went and took a back seat. And now you just reversed that course because it's about to take you 10 more years. When the opportunity was right there for you, but you just didn't want nobody else to share your light. If it's 5 podcasts in here, bro, each one of us got an individual talent.
Yep. Each
one of us got an individual talent. If you make it and you number 1 first, so what? But you might only make it so you could call number 3. You feel me? But number 3 thinking, oh, number 1 got in first, man. But his whole time, God is putting number 1 in there so he can make the phone call to number 3. But you looking at it from the wrong end. You looking at it, man, number 1 got in first. No, it's number 1 got in there so he can pull number 3.
And number 1, your man.
Number 3 only got you so you can grab 5. 5 only in so he could grab 2.
Come on,
you
man.
dig what I'm saying? That's all it's for, bro.
Come on, man.
We don't worry about people getting
took
bigger.
the name out of the city, bro. We named brotherly love for a reason. Bro, at the end of the day, I'm going to give you a prime example, bro. You got top 5 rappers in the world that made it. That's on world tours. That's saying Philly got the best rappers.
When we gonna see it?
Bro, we got murders that's blind and all that shit. Bro, we one of the most talented cities
in the world, bro.
But gun violence, it tops all of that. People scared to come here. We just known for being crazy. And it's not even all of us. It ain't even everybody, dog. It's not even everybody. Like when is everybody gonna be tired of it? Like when?
And people that's why I push what I be pushing, and I tell people all the time, and I'm saying this on your podcast, nobody in the city of Philadelphia is doing what I'm doing. But the reason why it's working is because it's starting to wake people up. It's starting to let people see, like, damn, what bro's saying is we really should be pushing each other, bro. When I say something about a collaboration on Instagram, that's me telling people, no, I'm not just that's the best feature we got. Because if I can collaborate every post with 5 different people, do you understand we all pushing each other up? The flow is going through everybody's page. Now, guess what? He wasn't looking for me to fix houses, but he was looking for my man who was a carpenter. You understand what I'm saying? And he's seen my man through my page. You dig what I'm saying? Guess what? Oh, you know what? I may need a model. He just took a picture with Bull. He looked fly, man. Hey, what's up with Bull Pit? And now you go to his page and he see all you do is get dressed. Oh, but they seen it through your page. We all pushing each other, bro. You feel it? Then a person might say, damn, bro, you know what? That modeling job, I caught that from your page. And now somebody might need an influencer. And you might say, bro, I'm around such and such, man, the biggest fashion model in the world, man. They need an influencer up here to talk about the video. I got it back. It all works because at the end of the day, if we push each other, we all gonna get in the rooms that we supposed to be in.
Yep.
We all gonna get there. Yep. Every room is not for everybody, bro. You open the door, this room not for you, it's for somebody else. And 9 times out of 10, they close to you. But we gotta push each other. You can't be afraid to be like, damn, if I bring A Weezy on, man, they gonna love him more than, like, what? It's my man. I don't care about, we don't equally look at stuff like that. I wouldn't go in there and we ran across 100 girls and they all thought he looked better than me. That's my man. I'm not gonna feel that. Ain't gonna make me feel jealous, no kind of way. That's because what's for him is for him. Mm-hmm. And what's for me is for me. We homies. We ain't looking at each other like that. Bro, my man get there first. I know he gonna front that front. Man, I'm gonna carry it the same way I carried it when we ain't had nothing. Half of this cheesesteak is yours. Let's ball. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be no fool. You definitely gotta do something because I grinded as well. Yes, sir. But and you my homie, I'm gonna show you. But then it's ultimately up to you if you want to sustain it. If you want to keep that going, I ain't gonna block you out because I gotta give you a shot because when I ain't had nothing, you ain't had nothing. So, now that I made it, you my man. I'm offering you something, but on the same token as brothers, I want you to work for it. Like I gotta work for it to maintain it. I'm not supposed to just feed you. I tell people this all the time when people make it. I feel like, because I never want people to get this misconstrued. I feel like for your day ones, you do have an obligation.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? For you do have an obligation, even if you present it on a table for them.
And okay, now can you elaborate?
I'm gonna elaborate. So like we were just saying earlier, most of us come from the trenches. We tore those communities down.
Okay.
Now we in a position to help build them up. Who are you going to trust to help build them up? It's 9 times out of 10, it's going to be your day one homie.
Okay, all right.
Dudes that you came up with, it's going to be them. You understand what I'm saying? So if you got these kind of ideas, it's like, you're going to go through your homies first. No matter what y'all been through, you're going to go through your day ones because you can remember when you had these dreams back then and they were supportive of you, even though things ain't turned out between you and your man. But like at the time when you didn't have nothing, he did say, bro, I'm with you, bro. If I got 50 cents, you can get $1. And if he showed you that, it's like, now I'm in this position, I got to reach back out to him because I appreciated that when we was younger. You feel what I'm saying? I appreciated that love. So let me go ahead and at least give him the opportunity. Hey, bro, what you trying to do with yourself out here? What you want to do? Whatever. I'm in a position where I can make that happen. Even if he say no, he would never be able to say, "Dan, Weezy gave me the opportunity to do something different." I turned it down because I wasn't ready yet. Now that extension may not extend 10 years from now.
Okay.
You feel, because now you may be on something else and you may say, and you can't judge nobody based on that because people will and say, oh man, such and such, he never did nothing for his squad. He probably did. And they declined. They wasn't ready. We don't know them others. That's why I don't really listen to stories, bro, because they just stories.
That's like climbing to the top. Like even like with people climbing to the top, you can't take everybody with you.
No.
That's why it's always if you like peep, it's always a story told from a person that always like low, a person that's hot. Man, I was with him every day, or it more so be about you never wanted to change and go the way I was going.
Exactly.
And you thought I was supposed to like, you understand what I'm saying?
Like, that's really what it be.
Yeah.
You put, bro, I lost homies doing this. I lost family members I don't even speak to doing this. And I realized in this world, right is wrong and right. When we decided to do right, it's like anything wrong, slowly but surely, God gonna take them out your life. That's anybody. Family,
it's like your favorite
friends,
pair of shoes, man.
Gonna take them out your life.
They can be your favorite pair of shoes. You outgrow them. That don't mean they not still a pair of good shoes. And you want to know what happens? If you try to put your foot back in that shoe, you ain't gonna hurt the shoe.
Yeah,
you're gonna hurt your foot because you don't fit.
You don't fit.
You don't fit.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's just how that goes.
You don't fit, man.
And the thing is, you got to be cool with the consequences of that coming because some people can't take that. Oh, Weezy think he this boy. Blah, blah, blah. You gotta be cool with those consequences and not really be willing to attack every time them consequences come about, because at the end of the day, they talking about something good. They ain't talking about who Weezy was in the street. Now they talking behind your back for something positive. It's like,
I be hearing, you think he funny. He funny now. He make TikToks and he do,
that aspect, that ain't gonna hurt me. That stuff don't. We was in the streets. I would have had to address that.
It just turn it up more. I want more TikToks. You understand? I want to do more.
Exactly. So all that is you just helping me
because I know who I am.
I know who I am.
You
feel? So that don't hurt me.
I know my purpose, man.
Exactly. That stuff don't hurt me. So I don't even be worried about who not around or who not proud. Or, I worry about the people who do say they proud. That's what's up, because I'm going to give it right back. You feel me? And when they finally do come around, it's going to be like, all right, bro, I appreciate it.
NWA taught us that. All publicity is good publicity.
Oh, yeah, bro. I'm telling you,
you talking about me. Whether you talking about me good or bad, you talking about
real talk, bro. I mean, we can't please everybody. It's just not gonna happen like that, man. When you purpose driven to do something, bro.
Yes, sir.
All that other
it
stuff,
ain't gonna miss you. It's not gonna miss you unless you let it miss you.
Stuff, bro. You know what I mean, it's just out the window, bro. I mean, we move with real, and not street integrity, but we just move with real integrity. Then we gonna be cool. The minute we start figuring out a way to make something tangible, compromise that real integrity, we doomed from the rip. And we're going to start bending and turning, and we're going to start trying to cut corners, all the stuff we learned from the streets. I'm going to get it the fast way. You understand? I want to get it this way. No, I don't want to be straight up with Weezy. I want to go around him and talk to the bull that own the show. I want to talk to him and see if I can get the podcast on my own instead of him being my part. All that street stuff. That means you never really change. You just trying to come in as a disguise.
Right.
But all those things that you learn from the streets, all that scamming and snaking and all that stuff is street stuff, bro.
Right.
Learn all that stuff from the street, because every behavior we got, we taught all of it. You know, there ain't people, I taught myself how to do. No, you didn't. You know, all of it is a taught behavior, bro.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just like when you taught certain things, it's like it takes you into something happen. It don't got to be tragic, but it just take for something to happen to make you question that. Like, hold up, damn, is this like, if I'm a man and a girl hit me, would I beat her up like another man?
Right.
You understand? Like,
right.
Is that the
or
right thing?
Use my integrity.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I know,
and know my
not,
one punch will crush her.
Even though I didn't see my mom and dad rumble and whatever the case may be, did I ever know that wasn't cool for me to really put my hands on a woman? You feel? People don't think about that, and then when that happened, it's like, bro. And when you did it, you know it's wrong.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? You know it's wrong. So that's what we gotta think about, bro, as we moving around. Like, is this right? Like, is this the right thing? No, it don't feel right. I'm cool, bro. I know something nice comes with it. I know I can get whatever I think is luxury, but it's just like, I ain't really ready to go. I don't feel comfortable doing that, bro. I don't. You know what I mean? People telling me to do all types of stuff, like I said, every day. Hey, monetize, bro. Get the nonprofit, bro. Get this, get that. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm moving at my pace, bro.
Yeah, and it's like you want me to go away and stray from the way that the people love me.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, this platform is this way because
you feel me? And not only that, it's more so like you I feel like this the train that God got me on. Y'all trying to put me on y'all train.
And it's gonna derail me. And it's gonna derail me.
Because my thing is this. You would have had to seen that back then. You only seeing it now because I'm on this train that I'm supposed to be on. Yeah,
and you only see the motion. You only can see what's forward because my train is already moving.
It's already moving.
It's already moving.
You feel what I'm saying? When my train was, you hit it right on the nail, bro. The train was already moving.
Yeah,
the train moving already.
You ain't see that shit down there when I was just sitting there.
I was just sitting there, lonely, head in my lap.
Now this motherfucker moving. Hey, ahoy!
Exactly.
You acting like you can see that.
Yeah, we got a track. It's going this way.
Come on, man.
My train ain't going that way.
Yeah, come on, man.
I'm going right over here. I'm gonna continue going. I'm going straight over here. Thank you. I'll see you later. I'm going straight this way. So yeah, that's just how it is, bro. Everybody wants you to do their thing and how they want you to do it, but it's like, bro, I'm doing me. I'm over here. I'm doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I ain't remember think about that, like when we was talking about, like, because I always thought, for some odd reason, no lie, I really thought you was gonna go to promote, like, the club promoter way, because you always knew everybody in the clubs. And it's like, when I ain't see you go that way, I said, I'm gonna think of two things. Either he done did this nightlife and it done burnt him out so much, or it just ain't fun no more. What was it for you? That real, like, nightlife, how we used to be out all the time.
Honestly, with me, like, with the nightlife, honestly, I'm gonna be honest, like, stability, man.
Yeah.
Like, as a man, you need stability.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing better than, like, coming into somebody or having somebody, like, really, really down to you.
Yeah.
You can't meet, you can't. You ain't gonna get that like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't, like, plus, like, my kids getting older, like, if I'm coming in 3, 4 in the morning, I'm expected to get up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to go to a basketball event, to make a cheerleading competition. It just wasn't conducive. It wasn't conducive. I just had to change, bro. It's just like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm not perfect. Like, it's still events where I go out, it'd be like one truck, but it don't be like no crazy. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no crazy. Yeah, it's like,
we knew each other would be there tomorrow. Yeah. The next day, we knew we would be there the next day.
Man, tell me, man, like, it just became like a nuisance. Yeah. It was like I was hanging myself, bro. I'm hanging myself.
Yeah.
I'm only killing me. Like you said, like, you got 24 hours. We coming out. We know we're going to run around and get some little money, and then we're going to end up at the club.
That's it. Every night, bro.
Throwing some money.
Every night.
Probably leave with something.
Hustling back.
Yeah, like, come on, man. It wasn't conducive, man. It just like, and then it's like my mom getting older. My mom, like, she's seeing it like when you going, like, what's up? Like, when you, like, I'm just really proud. Like, I can really, like, my mom is here, like, but before my mom leave this earth, man, she can really be like, my boy really want, like, yeah, like, he really.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Like, that's all I be saying is stuff like, that's the greatest impact to have. We was young boys. We always wanted to make our moms proud, bro. All them years of doing that, we felt more prideful in giving them money and things, but we knew they wasn't proud. Oh, man. We knew they weren't proud. Like, my mom can't brag about me, man.
Yeah, come on.
Like, my mom can't really sit on the porch and brag, but that's my son. I know she can't do that, man. You know what I mean? Come now on, we older and people got kids, the same thing down to your kids. Like, can they really stand up in career day, or can they really tell their friends and teachers, like, what you do for a living, how you make money? You understand what I'm saying? Like, now it's something to be proud of. Like, you feel them? You could tell your son what you do. You could bring him up here, show him what you, like, you feel, and it creates that pride. If that would have happened to us back then, I guarantee you, we wouldn't have had to go through half of the stuff. We ain't had nothing to be proud of, bro. We ain't had nothing to be proud. Our moms did what they could do with art with kids. Seriously, you feel what I'm saying? That's all she could do. But it's just like when it came down to the men, that's why I always talk about the men, because I feel like the segment of us is what's missing out here. Just the men in general, like, and people say, oh, you can't, these young boys.
They are, men, straying away from that. And to piggyback off of that, and I say the straying away from that is because, like, fellas, go home, man. Go the fuck home. Go home.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
Go home. Just flat out, just like that. That's all I got to say. Go home, man. There's nothing wrong with going home. Go home, man.
Yeah, I mean, and you missing the pivotal points where they transition and they really start needing you. Because now, like, he really good at football now. And, like, his mom can only take him so far. Yeah. But it's like his dad, he want his dad, the discipline. Oh, a mom, let me take that back for the moms jump on my top about taking their kids far in sports. What I mean by
moms,
that is,
love y'all moms.
What I mean by that is the discipline of a mom and the discipline of a dad is two different kind of disciplines.
Two different loves.
Two different loves, bro.
One soft and one is kind of, you know.
Because even after your mom beats your butt, she's still gonna hug you and say, I love you, son. Dad is not doing that. I'm not doing that to my son. Because the lesson gonna be, this is how life gonna treat you. We giving them the discipline of a dad. Like, no, I'm not, nobody's gonna beat you up in real life, son, and then apologize and say they're sorry. Yeah, it's not gonna happen that way. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna grab you and say, son, it's gonna be all right. No, it's not gonna be all right.
Nobody care about your feelings.
Nobody care about your feelings. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what we got taught, and we ended up teaching them the same thing. But far as with the mom and the dad situation, it's like that discipline is what they missing. They are missing the discipline. If you get hit the wrong way, son, you ain't supposed to walk up to him and beat him up. This is sports. This is not the streets. Yeah. You're not supposed to just walk around fighting people and disrespecting people. That's not how life go. You don't do that. What if somebody calling your mom a B? What if somebody disrespecting your grandma? You don't do that. You understand? It's a difference coming from the mom versus from the dad. Because like you said, it's the soft and the hardness of it. Like, yo, this ain't, and this is going to be the consequence if you go that route. It's our discipline, bro. And the thing about moms can say all they want, you don't have the discipline of a man. You don't have, like, we don't have the discipline of a woman. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we was more afraid of our moms than our dads. Right. Because we knew with the beating part of it, it's like, man, if I piss my mom off, she'd damn near kill me. My dad ain't really trying to kill me, but he gonna tear me the hell up though. You understand what I'm saying? My dad don't want to kill his son. Yeah. But my mom will mess around, kill me. I came from my mom, bro. Most of us was way more afraid of our moms than we ever was our dad. Ever, bro. Mom would tear you up at school, after school.
And they got aims. They throw the shoe. They don't miss, bro.
Everything, bro.
They don't miss.
We ain't want to piss our moms off, bro. We could take them drones from our pop. Yeah. Because now we getting bigger and stronger, but in our mind, we know we never going to hit our mom back. So our mom she could stab us 10 times. this is my mom. I
just gotta check out, man.
I gotta check out. I can't go. If I grab my mom by the throat, I might kill her. Yeah. I'm not killing my mom, bro. Yeah. You understand? If
my mom this big, man.
You feel what I'm saying? If that was a situation with my dad, me and my dad might kill each other. Yeah. This might be a real down to the barrel, but I don't, as a son, I can never picture like killing my mom. I can't kill my mom. I can't. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that go, man. That's the comparisons of it, bro.
So it's like, so basically with the youth, like, it's like, so the father, it's the father.
Bro, that's
it's the father.
In my opinion, in my experience with no father and seeing fatherless kids.
And I can say that too with no father, because like, and at the end of the day, like, I wouldn't have said it back then.
I mean, neither.
I'm saying it now with pride.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm saying it now with pride, man. Man, if my father was in my life, like how, like, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like, at the end of the day, what my father went to jail for, it was either him or them. I get it. I get it. Like, me knowing the game and understanding, like, I love my dad. Like,
so do I. I love my dad now.
It was more so like, I'd rather you see me here. I'd rather you see me here than to be go. Yeah. But like, still, like, if I had my father in the household with me, everything definitely would have turned out like,
and people could comment all day and say, "Oh no, such and such grew up with a 2-parent household."
Your father matters, man. Whether you're a girl or a boy, whether you're a girl or a boy, your father matters, man.
You know from just the outside looking in. Don't none of us really know what go on in somebody's house. None of us know that, because we got visible parents in a household, but they not there. Think about this generation now. We got people, the kids are pretty much taking care of themselves with parents in the house. Yep. Some of them may work too much. They can never be there. When they is there, one on their phone, the other watching a movie. It ain't really no family time no more. Ain't nobody sitting at the table eating, talking about how was your day. Yeah. Ain't no communication in the house. Everybody's on something different. They on the phone in the kitchen. They on the phone in the bathroom. They in the basement watching a movie. This person upstairs on a Zoom. Ain't no as far as in our households, bro, it ain't that family time no more, bro. It ain't that no more, bro. So that's where that community, think about neighbors, bro. It's people now that live on these blocks, they've been there 7 years. I still don't know that lady name next door.
Yeah, and that's crazy. We
see each other every morning. Good morning. We never stopped and really said, what's your name? Like, I've been talking to you for like, what is your name?
Right.
You feel our kids play with each other out in front of the door every day.
And that's crazy, man.
I didn't know your name in 3 years. Like, my daughter is best friends with
like, how are we programmed like that? Like, where do that come from?
Tell you, bro. That trauma, bro. That's what it is.
Like, where do that come from?
That trauma, bro. Once certain things develop in our lives and it start hitting like that, bro, it's just like, oh, snap. Like, this where that come from. Think about it this way. You from West. I'm from South Philly. We never talked about neighborhoods, where we was from, or none of that. Never. Not one conversation did we ever have about a geographical boundary. But it goes to show that we have been around all walks of people. To know that we can have friends outside of where we from. We can have brothers outside of where we from. Yeah. And be thorough, if not love them more. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? But people don't accept that now. It's like, oh no, it's about it's where you from. I can't be cool with them around the corner. You can't be cool with them because of your reason or because of other people telling you the reason.
Right.
You ain't gonna sit here and tell me that your reason is gonna be my reason. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna tell me Grandpop Jesse and his grandpop fought over a basketball game in 1956. I'm supposed to hate everybody in his family.
You got to be crazy, man. I wasn't even around when the ABA was going on, man.
You ain't gonna tell me that, bro.
Yeah, come on,
you understand what I'm saying? That's like a black person trying to tell me to hate a white person.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what we had to go through for... Like, come on.
If you racist now, that shit was taught to you.
Exactly,
man. We was not around.
You feel what I'm saying? Only for you to go ahead and start dealing with them just so I couldn't get in the... Because that's what it really come down to.
Exactly.
With some of these people that be on this tip, it's like, hold up, bro. You told me not to wear Louis and Gucci. I supported that, and you got rich, and now you wearing it. I be telling that to fashion designers all the time. Y'all tell us not to support high-end brands only for y'all to get rich and do the same thing.
Right.
So if you're going to be a real black designer, we're all black designers. Because we got a lot of popping designers.
Yes, we do.
Right now.
Yes, we do.
All over, young and old. We got a lot of popping designers. So if you're going to stand on that, stand on that. But we need more designers in sneaks, so we ain't got to worry about the high-end sneaks. We need more designers in jeans. So our whole lays could be laid by black designers. But if you're not willing to put that kind of work in, don't tell us to support your T-shirt and we supporting you and we never wearing Gucci.
Right.
And then when you start popping, every other shirt you got on is a Gucci joint. Like, hey, bro, you told me to. I would have been wearing. I liked that shirt too last year, bro. Right. But I ain't buy it because
I wanted to support you.
I wanted to support you. You got the shirt on, bro. I feel some. You know what I mean? I ain't know we was doing other designers. you feel what I'm saying, bro? Seriously. Bro, I ain't know we was doing other designers.
Yeah,
why you ain't
man.
clue me in? I'm thinking we supporting all black people, so I got all black. Whole time you spinning me. Yeah. You had a plan to go ahead and wear them designers all along, bro. So that's just how I be getting, man, just to provoke that thought in people, man, and just to have it. That's why I'm so proud that you got the podcast, man. Shout out to the Wavemaker Podcast.
Oh, man, we
and
appreciate
all the other
it, man.
podcasters in the city that's doing their thing, man. When your homies get the ball, man, you gotta support them in every way, shape, or form, bro. Because that's how we push each other in the city of Philly, bro. Like, start with your homie. You starting a podcast, bro. You got a homie that you proud of. Start with him, bro. I don't care if he cut hair, if he do construction. I don't care because you know what he came from. So why not let the world hear your homie's story, bro? Why not start with the dudes that you was in the trenches with? Let people hear them stories so they can know what they overcame. Hey, man, this boy did 25 years in jail. He the supervisor at SEPTA now. He doing this. You be proud, push each other up.
Sir.
Be proud that we made it out this shit, bro. Don't just sit back and be proud. We gotta be proud of each other, bro. It don't have nothing to do with being Joe, Dickie, and Glazing. I'm proud of my homie just like he said he proud of me. That's what we do for each other when we see each other. And the more we could do that, all that sucker stuff gonna run away from us. It ain't gonna want to be around them. Damn, them dudes over there giving each other props. Them dudes love each other over there. We ain't gonna be able to get
real always
we ain't
gonna
gonna
prevail.
be able to get. We gotta go over here with the fake dudes.
Yeah.
We got to get in with them because
we can't pretend over there.
We can't pretend over here. We can't get in that crowd and act like we just. They gonna know.
We don't care about it. We don't care about it.
They gonna know instantly we don't belong. Like what you say, we don't fit. They gonna know instantly we ain't going over there with them guys. That energy won't even come to you.
Man, it's positive over here. How you come over here negative? You know you don't fit.
We don't do that, bro.
Yeah, we don't do that, man.
We don't do that over here, bro. You can go ahead and go back over there with them.
Sir.
And now that we know this who you is, bro, you can't squeeze in there. You can't get around Weez to get to me or me around.
Yes, sir.
It don't work like that, bro. Go ahead, stay over there. We doing us over here, bro. You know what I mean?
Sir. Like what's like to the younger you, like if you can really like sit back and really like talk to the younger you, what would you say to the younger you?
Dang, that's a deep drawing. Nobody never asked me that. What I would say to the younger me, I would try to figure out. I would try to understand. What made me who I am. I would try to attack the trauma more of my life to try to figure out.
So you would dig deep more into your roots. Like I would try to figure.
I would dig more deep into my roots so I could figure out who I can become. Because I wouldn't have made as many mistakes had I would have known what drug addiction, what my dad was. You feel what I'm saying? Had I would have known what being a single black mom was about. You understand what poverty do to us. You understand what I'm saying? And I would have been able to counter certain moves, but by growing up and not understanding them, you don't really know. Like you said, you didn't understand your dad's story till you got older. But in that time of not seeing him, it still left a void in your life. Because it wouldn't matter why my dad was in jail. He's not here with me. When you a kid, that's all you understand. Like, it don't matter what the reason is. He's not here with me. Mm-hmm. So you automatically, in your heart somewhere, you holding this seed for him of hate because you mad that, like, damn, I'm seeing everybody with they pops. Like, my dad supposed to be. I ain't trying to hear why he in jail, bro. It don't even matter to me. You ain't old enough yet to understand it was a choice. So you just holding that hatred. And then when you start maturing, it's like, damn, had I would have known what he was really there for at a young age, I wouldn't have looked at the world the way I looked at it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like if we would have dug deep into what that trauma, what it did to our lives and the way we thought, then a lot of the things we would have, when we got to some points of decision making, we would have made the right choice instead of the wrong choice because we would have knew, like, damn, this is what this is going to get us. If I decide to go this way, should I really no, I ain't. I'm gonna weigh them options out. You feel? Because most people will be like, even in the streets, I'm willing to take the risk. Are you though? If you know the risk worth the reward, like, are you really prepared to take this risk? Like, because if we go do this, like, there's a chance you may never come back. It's a chance where we might get locked up and you versus me. You feel them? Like, are you really prepared to take this risk? People would say it, but they in their mind frame, you're not prepared. Say, I wasn't prepared at 10 years old to do juvenile life, go upstate, lose all my friends. I wasn't prepared for that. I'm still not prepared. I don't think I can ever be prepared for that. For that trauma that we had growing up, being in the streets, bro. We wasn't prepared for none of that shit, bro. Never, ever in life was we prepared for that, bro. We don't still, in the black community, don't know what crack cocaine did to our family, and we sold that shit, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we sold that shit, like, as a man and coming up in that shit, like, we should feel shameful that we was doing that and knowing we had addicts in our family that was fucked up and we selling this shit, chopping this shit up, bringing this shit outside. Like, this shit strong enough to make me want to cry talking about this shit, bro. It's like we really poisoned our folks, like motherfuckers that we loved. Like, how could we be prideful of that? Like, how could I be like, yeah, he was the man, and how, bro? You feel what I'm saying? Like, you see what this shit still do to our moms and the addicts inside the recovery houses. When you look at them, bro, this shit destroyed their lives, bro. Some of these people was like the brightest people in the world before they got addicted to drugs. They had the most persona. They was charismatic. These people was geniuses. These people was working in hospitals. They had careers. And when that drug got a hold of them, bro, that shit took everything in them. And in turn, they had to take from their kids. They became selfish. They became thieves. They became liars. They became killers. They became so many elements of the devil. It's like, damn, bro, like, we didn't never see that. Nobody never wanted to help them. So everybody, I would dig for that trauma. You feel? Because that's why not only Philly, but every city is messed up, bro. Nobody never want to go dig deep, because sometimes when you dig that deep, you gonna find some shit and be like, oh shit. That's how that really, like, my dad wasn't a piece of shit. All these years you had me, you feel what I'm saying? Or my mom didn't do this. Or when you start digging deep, you start realizing, oh shit, man, like, I got more layers to me. Yep. You feel, picture you now being who you is, Weezy, knowing you could have did a podcast at 16, 17. Because the character of who you is always you. Yep. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, imagine if I would have knew, not to say it, even if podcasts weren't around, it could have been anything in media, the news, hosting show, anything. It's like, imagine had that side would have got you before the street side.
Rocket.
You understand what I'm saying?
Rocket, take off.
It been take off. Because you still the same ways. You just don't do the things you used to do no more. You just had to rewire your brain and realize, like, hold up, I'm on the wrong side. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna become a detriment no more. It's time to build. Once you get to that point, it's like, had you would have known that at 16, I guarantee you, it would have been like, all right, bet. Now I can have a conversation with my pop, because even though I'm 16, now I know why he did what he did. Yeah. Now I don't hate the world. Now I don't hate every man. Now I don't want to do these things, because I could talk to my pop freely. You understand what I'm saying? It took me forever, like, me being in them hospitals, and like, my mom wasn't educated. She didn't know what she was doing, but she needed some help, because I was angry and I was frustrated. So, it took me so long to, like, really forgive my mom. I still have a hard time forgiving my mom. I was messed up in the mental hospitals, letting my mom know, hey, this what happened to me. They poisoning me. Everything in the mental hospitals, bro. They was shooting us up at 10 years old, 11 years old, shooting us in our butts with Ritalin, Risperidol, Florazine. We walking around like zombies as kids, bro. Yeah. As kids. Damn. You feel what I'm saying? Our moms signing off, getting checks for us and stuff like that, bro, because they mentally messed up. Right. You feel what I'm saying? But they got this badass kid who they don't know how to control, because, i.e., no dad around. Right. Nobody can control him. So how do we control him? We hit him with the, oh, your son got ADHD. Hey, your son is slow. Hey, your son is this. Even if you ain't. Right. If you say he's this, we can get you the help you need. Okay, right. But and we're gonna get the help you need, we're gonna give you a tip, we're gonna give you a couple of hours. Put that in with your mom struggling, you already bad. I'm gonna take A. Oh, y'all gonna get him some help and I'm gonna get paid? I'm gonna take A over here. Right. But the whole time she don't know that shit is affecting you. You feel what I'm saying? That shit fucking you up. You fucking your baby up. Because when he comes back out of that hospital, he's not gonna be the same person. Exactly. You understand what I'm saying? He's not gonna be the same person. And if you thought he was bad then, he gonna You feel what I'm saying?
I'm ready to turn up more.
That's how it is, bro. That's the only thing I would say to my younger self. I would dig deeper to everything and everybody, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Everybody, bro.
And it's crazy that you said that, because I always said that if I can go back and tell my younger self one thing, and it's simple, I would just pay attention to detail, because it always was in front of us. The right thing always, just like how the wrong thing was in front of us, the right thing always was in front of us.
Always was in front of us, bro.
It's just that we just got attracted to negativity more. We just attracted to negativity more.
Always, bro.
That's
I
all
seen
it was.
these 2 young bulls on the train, and they was listening to a beat saying they was on the way to the studio. They had to be like 14, 15, bro. I said, they rapping about killing people. The whole track, they right in front of me. Like I'm on a trolley, they right in front of me. I said, yo, I don't need mean to be in y'all business or whatever. I said, did y'all ever put somebody down before? What you mean? Oh yeah, it's just what they want to hear. I said, bro, y'all naming blocks, y'all naming y'all homies, y'all naming corners. Do you know that, like, that song, like, you know that can get you killed? No, they ain't on what we on. Plus they turkeys. I'm sitting there thinking, like, bro, these young bulls might end up dead next week, because they going off of what everybody else think. This is not a game.
Right.
Them dudes that y'all talking about in these songs, they get on this train and kill you right here, bro.
Yeah,
before you get off the next stop, they'll jump right on this train and kill you, him, and possibly me, because I'm sitting right behind y'all.
Right.
You understand? This is not a game. This is not Grand Theft Auto and video game. This is not a game. Y'all generation, y'all don't follow the rules at all. It's no rules with y'all.
They don't
shopping
care,
market, masjid, church,
movie
theater, poppy store, it's whatever. So why do you think you sitting here on Scepter and you on your way to go make the song? They could be already on you right now. Yeah. You on a Scepter bus. You ain't in no position to put yourself on defense at all. They can get on this train right now, come to this back and kill and blow your head off. Because you ready to go to the studio writing songs about dead people because that's all they want to hear. You starting off wrong. You starting off wrong with what they want to hear. The diss and the dead people never was us. I don't even talk about where it came from, because I'm trying to take it from out of where it's at.
Right.
You understand? We all know where it came from. But we was never followers. We never followed nobody, not anybody, not the streets, not the rappers, not the ball players. Philly always had their own thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
On every level, we always had our own thing. When did somebody else's thing become a Philly thing? When people call us a Philly thing. It's a Philly thing. When did Philly thing become somebody else? Like, how did we turn somebody else's thing into a Philly thing? Like, what? People followed, we the big homies.
That's why I didn't understand, like, how, like, I respect Chicago and all. That's why I didn't understand, like, how they...
We the big homies.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand that.
We the big homies.
How the youngest just jumped on, act like Chicago started something like they... I don't get it, but okay.
Yeah, shout out to Chicago, but we the big homies. Like, that's the bottom line. We the big homies. In every era, like, we the big homies. Go do your history. Like, we the big homies. We ain't talking about no street stuff. We talking about education. We talking about politics. We talking about doctors, lawyers. We can just talk about history. Philly is the big homies of all these people, for real, bro.
Yes, sir.
All of them. Every single level you look around and you will see it, you'll be like, damn. I'm talking about anything you could think of, bro. Basketball, football, entertainment, any level, bro. We got the biggest movie stars, the biggest rappers, the biggest entertainers, the biggest models, the best ones. There's so many things we can name about Philly that we compete and we become number one at every aspect of it. But until people start seeing that you the prize. As you grow weeds, every time you grow and get bigger, you gotta realize, not you per se, but we gotta realize that we are the ticket. We can't let nobody come here and say, well, hey, we're bringing something to you. Yes, you are, but I'm also bringing something to you. I know my worth too. It took me 5 years to get here. Let's play ball around. Let's negotiate what I want to get.
Yes, sir.
Before you start to go, because if not, I keep on building. And now when I meet you again, I'm gonna be all the way up here. So right now, I need you to give me what I'm worth, not what you think I'm worth. I need you to give me what I'm worth. You understand what I'm saying? Give me what I'm worth, or I'm going to go ahead and keep being worth what I'm worth.
Exactly.
If we can't negotiate those terms, then nice meeting you, but we will meet again, because you will want to come renegotiate. Yeah. But now that jumps all the way up here.
Yes, sir.
You understand what I'm saying? The more we realize that in the city, bro, and that's the reason why I push us to push each other, because the more we surround around ourselves with each other and dudes like that, bro, we all rolling. We all rolling. If I see somebody trying to do some sucker stuff that ain't true, bro. Why you taking that? You worth way more than that.
Right.
If you ain't got a homie around you to tell you that,
right,
bro, we ain't taking that, bro. You worth. We could stick it out for a while.
Yeah.
We could thug it out for a bit, bro. Let's get a little bigger and make them come with a higher number, because I think you worth more than that. I think like even down, your manager should be like a homie who got real close love for you. Not in as in, it has to be somebody that, because I don't want people to mistake that like it got to be somebody you came up with. I'm not saying that, but your manager is supposed to see more in you than you see in yourself. That's how your homies is supposed to see you.
Okay.
So if you got a partner or a manager, it ain't supposed to be no sky's the limit. He supposed to see however big you see it. If you say, hey, bro, Wavemaker Podcast, by next year, they're going to be, we're going to be trending in number 10. Your man supposed to be like, yeah, ain't no doubt. He ain't supposed to be like, hey, bro, we got to get past such and such podcast, such and such podcast. Bro, you tripping, bro. I'm not thinking about that. I'm talking about we going to work and work and work until next year we trending top 10. You on what I'm on?
Yep.
If not, then go sit over there with the people who think they not going to be, because I'm not thinking about none of that, bro. I'm thinking about the bigger picture. I'm thinking about taking however far we could take it.
Yes,
you understand what I'm saying? Because that's the only type of people you want to be around, bro, because they're going to get you there. Them other dudes that's thinking like, oh, let's get technical first, man. We got to go to municipal building and get the paperwork for it first. Then we got to go get the shirts made. Then we got to, bro, let's get busy.
And like you said, like it only take a little millisecond to like split your decision. You only need people around you that's like, bro, that's what we doing. That's how we doing it. Yeah,
let's go get busy.
Anybody else, you gonna be like,
talking about all this technical stuff, bro. We worry about that when we get there.
Them people,
yeah, like, bro, let's go get busy. If we ready to go sell shirts at the plaque, all that, let's wait. You want to wait for the license to come back from City Hall. You want to wait for him to go get the shopping cart from Family Doc.
If they tell us to move, they tell us to move.
They tell us to move. Bro, I got a book bag. I'm taking 10 shirts. You take 10 shirts. We walking around. Hey, yo, I got shirts, man. My name Mir. My name we selling. Bro, you still waiting for the permit from City Hall? You sent your baby mom to go get a wagon so you can roll the shirts?
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you, bro. I'm ready to go right now. I don't got time, because I know we creating our own opportunities, bro. We not waiting for somebody to give us the opportunity. We creating our own opportunity, bro. I'm not waiting for nobody to give me opportunity. That's why I post so much. I'm not waiting for it. Yeah. I got it on my page to where as though you gonna go to sleep and see me, you're gonna wake up and see me, you're gonna take a nap, you're gonna see me again. And if you go out, when you come back in the house, you're gonna see me again. I'm taking up your whole day on my timeline, every time.
I'm staying in your face.
You understand? I'm staying in your face, bro.
Staying in your face.
Because I'm smart enough to know either one thing I say or one thing I do is going to change my life forever. One of them. All it takes is one. It's just like an artist. Every single artist in the history of every genre of music was always one song away. When that one song came, it changed their life. That's all it took was you could have put out 15 albums. None of those songs was the songs. It took for you to make that one song.
That's all you need.
And that was it. It came out at that time for that very moment, and that was all it needed, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And that was all it needed, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I always tell people this. Go back in the DVD era when people say everybody was hot. Everybody should have made it out of the DVD era. But when you think about songs and you think about structure of time, and then you think about a guy like Meek who made In My Bag was the song. That was the song that he needed. Before that, he didn't get that. You didn't get that. You would get a battle rap. A lot of we are from the town of the spitters.
Yes, we are.
We got a lot of rappers, but nobody wants to focus on what it's like to be an artist. We just want to rap. Just put me in the studio. I want to. You understand? But now when you're trying to blow and you're trying to bubble, when you're talking about the song, a hook, a verse, a bridge, and structuring, you don't want to do that because you feel like, man, that's not what I do. I just want to rap. And it's like, bro, this is business now. And the radio is not taking 68 bars of rapping, bro.
Right.
There's no appeal to that, bro. That got to be broken up, bro. You know, we got to add
with
drops.
Hook in between it.
With a hook in between it. And it's like, bro, I'm not about to do all that. All right, well, I can't do that. I can't do nothing with you. You understand what I'm saying? And if you don't want to learn that structure and make the best song you can of that structure, then what are you doing it for? You're just going to be rapping for the rest of your life. And in Philadelphia, you just want to rap on the corners. That's cool if you just want to be that kind of rapper. But when you talk about bubbling, try to make the best song you can make. Not the bars. I don't want to be rapping on everybody's podcast and be spitting all over the corners. If I'm trying to be an artist, I need to study what it's like for me to be an artist. Make a song. I need to want to make the best song I can make, whether it's for the club, the streets, the woman, whatever. I need to want to make the best song. How do I put myself in position to make the best possible song? Not just let my friends hear it, but let some strangers hear it. Maybe pay a DJ at a club, let him turn it on, sit back and get a drink and see how the crowd react to it. You want all those things. That's all the old school guerrilla marketing. There you go, play this joint, get a DJ to play this joint at the party, see how the crowd react. Even if it's a brand new song, if that joint a hit, that crowd about to go crazy. The crowd is about to go crazy. And then you would get that feeling as the artist, like, oh shit, this joint got the club going crazy. You understand? Picture like club artists like Atlanta Bulls. Picture after they make a song and they take it to a big club and they sit, like, we're gonna go to Thug Motivation 1-on-1. You know, that's an instant classic. You know, we bang that to this day. Yeah. Soon as you turn that joint on, you get that feeling, bro. Every single song, if nothing else motivates you, Thug Motivation 101 is gonna make you go outside and pump gas if you ain't got nothing else to do. Yeah. That's what that album do for you. Soon as you hear that beat drop, soon as you trying to get Boston George and Diego money
and stack it all up like, oh man, you about to
see what it do, it still do that just by talking to you. It put them chills in your body, bro. That album made you want to feel like, bro, hey, listen, I gotta go conquer the world, bro. That album might have kept us in the streets.
And you wanna know what's so crazy? And that's why I understand with the young niggas when they be listening to their music, I understand that feeling. I know that feeling.
Because that's how that song, bro. You feel mix that crazy song in with the drugs. It's like we wasn't getting that devilish type music. We was getting the music like, bro, you better go get some money.
Yeah.
You better go get some paper, bro. Whatever you doing, you better go get some paper. You better come back in this crib with some paper. It woke that side of you up, not to go, I'm gonna go kill a nigga. And we ain't had that kind of music. You understand what I'm saying? So you blend that in with that music and it's like, bro, that shit got a heavy effect on who you is, bro. That's why when I do this shit, because I talk about this is why it's so easy to talk to you and other people, because this ain't no gimmicks.
Right.
This ain't scripted. This ain't, you understand? We didn't come here with cards and flash cards. All we doing is having a conversation. The best conversations is going to resonate with people, especially when people being real, because when you being real, it's no sensory. You ain't censored. You ain't going, when the cameras was all, hey bro, you can't say this, you can't say that, you can't say, like what? You want me to be scripted? It ain't gonna come off.
Yeah, wait, start this motherfucking interview. Hey, man, anything off limits?
You understand?
Come on.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? In a more those people got in position and they want to be scripted, it's like, bro, it's never gonna be real. It's never gonna have no real impact.
And that's crazy because, like you said, like dudes do that. Dudes get in a position, and that's what they do. They script their friends. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. Yo, look, you roll with me. You gotta do this.
It's all scripted,
you can
bro.
hold this chain, but you gotta give it back like dudes want to be like. You can't do that, man.
Position to get your own chain if that's what you.
That's what I'm saying, man.
That's what you acquire.
You want to know a conversation that me and you had about LeBron James. LeBron James did that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How he put all his homies like
every last one. That's why I said that he got the best team, bro.
He do.
And the thing about it is,
he do.
When you able to unleash. When you able to unleash hidden talents of your friends, you be surprised. People be like, well, I don't trust people because, man, everybody is different, bro. I can't not be cool with Weez because my other friend did me dirty. Like, you know what kind of life that is? You would be alone. You feel what I'm saying? I can't judge that guy based off of y'all relationship with each other, bro. That's why I always know it's two sides to every story. You might not want me to get close to him for your own personal reason. Mm-hmm. You might not want me to be over there for your own personal reason, but it's like, bro, I didn't have that experience. I'm sorry you had that experience with him, but I didn't. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that because it's like, bro, I didn't have that experience with him.
Right.
Maybe he was a piece of crap when you dealt with him. Maybe now he ain't on that no more. Bro.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just like coming from the trenches. A person like, yeah, Weezy used to sell drugs. Well, he don't do that no more. He ain't do that in years. So why you talking about what he used to do? You understand what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about the person right now. But a person still holding that in. Yeah, he started out selling, but he ain't do that. He ain't use that money to get to where he at right now. That's all grind. They go to proof. They go to footprint. This all grind. This ain't that grind. This is all real footwork grind. They ain't got nothing to say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
And it be a person that think you owe him something, man. It's always a person that think you owe him something.
Every time. But you know why? Because it's that gym theory. I always tell people, life is the gym. Work every machine except the treadmill. You feel what I'm saying? Life is a gym. Work every machine except the treadmill, bro. The treadmill just keep you right there running in place.
That was crazy with the same scenery.
Same scenery. You looking around at everybody else. You get to look in the person.
It's tricking you. It's a mind thing. Yeah, you running. You are running.
You are running.
You are running.
But you in place.
Why is the same scenery? Why your scenery not changing?
People just come in. I want to lose weight. You're going to come in the gym every day and get on the treadmill.
You want to know what you see? People going by you. That's what you see. People going by you.
The results. Everybody else.
Damn. That's the results of a treadmill. Yeah, your feet moving, but all you seeing is people going by you.
That's it. And you got to watch them because there's no other. It ain't like you playing a game on the treadmill. You can listen to your music, but you still got to watch.
Damn.
Everything moving. Everything is moving. This guy just did 5 machines. He's getting off now. He's going to get a massage. He's coming out.
Damn.
He's leaving. You're still on the. Whatever you believe that's keeping you right there, they only hate you until you get off that motherfucker. Now, when you get off that treadmill, it's like that's when they hate. Ain't nobody pay you no mind on the treadmill. Nope. Now, go on that machine over there. Everybody, bro, you don't do these machines. I got off the treadmill. I don't want to be on it. That's what represents the streets. We was on the treadmill running in place. We got off. Now people see us. We was on the treadmill. Nobody sees who's on the treadmill. Nobody care about the treadmill. We walking right. We want to see you on that machine getting busy. You feel what I'm saying? We might have noticed you on the treadmill. Yeah, I see, boy. They're on the tread. But I'm worried about the people that's in here getting busy. Now, when you off that treadmill, oh, shit. You ready to come over here with us? You ready to work out? Yeah, I'm ready. Throw them 215s. Oh, you ready to come? Now we see you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's all. I use all those analogies to correlate how we came from the streets. The streets is the treadmill. Everybody's on the treadmill running in place. Like, how dare we jump off the treadmill? Like, where you going, bro? Like, you supposed to be on the treadmill with us. You're supposed to be running in place.
Right, and I'm being looked at odd. Like,
you feel
like,
me?
damn, I was supposed to be on the treadmill my whole life.
My whole life. That's how they looking at it because they've been on there. They don't have no plan. They don't even have the heart to jump off. They could have jumped off years ago. They don't have no heart to jump off the tread. I'm not about to go try that other machine. I'm comfortable on the tread.
I told an older guy this the other day, man. Like, he a little older than me. He about your age.
Yeah.
About 43, 44. He had a problem with one of the younger guys. First of all, this is the problem.
Yeah.
I told him, you and that young man is on the same corner. Like, why you want to? First of all, now he think you his peer.
You his peer.
You are his peer.
You are his peer.
Because it's like, I look at it like this, and I told my man, this is real. This is no cap, y'all. I told him this flat out. Why should he respect you? You doing the same thing you was doing 30, 20 years ago, and he's 17, 16, and he got the same thing you got 30 years later.
Exactly.
Why should he listen to you?
Why should he, bro? It's like, it's the reality, bro.
What you gonna teach him? What to do when he go to jail?
That's it.
How to, like, sleep on somebody. Like, what you going?
You can't, nothing about success can you teach him because you didn't succeed.
And that's the part of the disrespect with the older guys where I get. But this is what I want the young niggas to know. Every older guy is not that guy. Every older guy is not like that guy.
Most definitely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's dudes out here that really want to help y'all. Like, you got Mayor, Motivational Youth, that really want to help. Yeah. You got dudes like me that really want to help. It's people that really care.
Yeah.
But it's like, still, at the end of the day, like, you got some of these dudes, man, that's like, you got one time to be like, oh, man, F you old head, they really gonna leave you there. Like, man, all right, cool. Yeah, he gonna figure it out.
Yeah, because you got some that, the one thing for sure, two things for certain, I always tell people, that other side, like, even though we buried it, like, in certain instances, people,
we still not nut ass dudes. We still not punks, man. We still not suckers.
Like I say, like, some people buried it, but some people like still got the shovels in their backyards to go dig that person up. Everybody is not the same, bro. Like some people buried it with the intent if I ever got to go back, the shovel in the basement.
Right.
If I ever, some people threw the shovel away. In my heart, I want to believe I threw the shovel away because I don't even put myself in positions to think about me having to hurt somebody to that level. So but I got friends like they out of it, but they got their shovels. If you get them on that type of level, they go dig that they John Wick, they go dig them up. They go dig that stuff up, you know what I mean, and get busy, but they don't want to do that. That's why they buried it. That's why they got the shovel. You feel what I'm saying? But some people would just be like, oh man, you know, and it's just like, don't nobody really want to take it there. When we out, bro. Don't nobody really want to go there, you feel? But that's why I try also tell older people, like, be careful how you talk to them. Be careful how you treat them. Be careful of holding or whatever you feel like you failed somebody of being emotional with them, because at the end of the day, this generation running off emotions. A lot of them was raised by their moms.
They're gonna swallow their blood before they swallow their pride.
Of course, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like we couldn't do, like we wouldn't even think twice. Like when it came down to disrespecting one of our old heads, bro, that was like a no. You ain't even have to tell me that.
Yeah, you didn't.
No. You understand? We already knew what consequence came behind it. Bro, they don't care about disrespecting you, to blowing your head off, going to go shoot your aunt if they have to, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like none of that, bro, because them things that we stood for, that don't exist. It's not an existing thing right now. Because like I said, I'm gonna go back to the accountability part. That's where we went wrong and failed them at, because we was worried about us and our homies and our squad, not really reaching back, like knowing like, damn, these young bulls 5 years younger than us, they right behind us. And the ones 5 years younger than them, they right behind them. So nobody was reaching back. Going back to what I said, we want more appeal by that truck driver and what he was saying. Weez, I see more in you every day. He telling you this every day, your whole life. Just say his name, Mr. Chucky, and you seeing Mr. Chucky every day. And he telling you, Weez, one day you're gonna grow up and you're gonna get out of this. When you do get out of it, you finally more prouder to tell Mr. Chucky, man, I did it, man, more than you is to tell that street dude who put you on money in the streets.
That's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying?
I'm here. Yeah. Me and Mary here, man. Me and Mary killing this shit, man. You know, we having a conversation, man.
This going crazy.
This joint crazy,
this
bro.
This might be the craziest joint I did. I ain't gonna hold you.
I hit Mary with a question. Mary said he had to think. I ain't never seen him think that hard. You know his motherfucking, he be like this. He said, damn, ain't nobody never asked me that.
Yeah, we got a crazy joint. These clips gonna be crazy.
These clips gonna be crazy, man. Okay. All right, I got you.
Yeah, you got the craziest joints out here.
Roley working, man.
Yeah, you got the.
Yeah, that's the.
You got the crazy. You got the craziest joints from me so far. I ain't gonna even hold you.
Yeah, because like you said,
it's
like
probably the craziest joint.
It's more a conversation.
Yeah,
like it ain't. It's not. It ain't no cars. I ain't trying to like. So when the first since like, did you know you was gonna be this since you tied your shoes when you was 3?
It ain't. It ain't scripted at all.
Yeah, we really come from this shit, dog. Like it ain't hard, man. Now look, like with the youth, right? Like with the youth, like what's the one thing like you can like out of like all the stuff that they see you do, they see you everywhere, they see how you change, they see how you move. What's the one thing if you can tell them to hold on to from everything that you give? What's the one thing that you want them to take and hold on to from this?
It's another deep question.
Because I know you more so cater to them. I know how you really
you pulled it out of me. What do I want them to take from this? What do I want them to take from this? This is what I want them to take from this. I want them to take from this the fact that don't let somebody else past define who you become. Because a lot of the times we are born into situations or we come up in the situations and it's really caused by somebody else. It's not caused by you. But by allowing that safe, and I'm gonna break it down so y'all can understand what I mean by that. It's like your mom moving into a territory that's at war with a lot of people when you come up in it, automatically in it, without even knowing. That's your mom's situation. She moved there. That's not your situation. You have the choice to move out. You have the choice to leave the nest. You have a choice to be a leader or a follower. You always have a choice. You feel what I'm saying? So don't allow somebody else's situation to be yours. You got friends that is going out here starting trouble with people because they know your heart. Ooh. They know what you would do to somebody, and they using that. You feel what I'm saying? And you might not find out until it's too late that, hold up, my friend never was my friend. He was using me the whole time. He just knew I was the gun. He knew I was the heart. You feel what I'm saying? He wanted to stand behind me, and now I got 3 life sentences, and this boy out here living his life, and I don't even hear from him. So that's the part
he
I want
him my
to take.
phone call.
I mean, that's the part I want them to take, man. I mean, is that more than anything. Like, don't let somebody else's situation become, yours right now.
And it's crazy, man, because young people think, man, a crime that you can commit in 2 minutes, man, can get you 100 years, 50 years, 30 years, man. It ain't worth it, man.
Can't be afraid.
It ain't worth it, man.
To walk away or have respect for your enemy, man. Like, without whatever consequence you think might be from your neighbor, oh, well, that's the life you chose. But at any given time, if you're a leader and you want to squash it, you got to stand on business. Don't be afraid. Don't be I'm only going to reach out if he reach out. Why you got to wait till he reach out?
Right.
You know somebody that may know him, get him on the phone first. Hey, bro, listen, man, I know we've been at it. Your folks got mine. Mine's dropped yours. Hey, but old head Mikkel, I know that's your mom, ex-husband. I know, that's my uncle. And we both love and respect old head Mikkel. I mean, if me and you could talk. All you did was give him grace and give him the opportunity. If he say no, he say no. But at least you know what you offered.
Right.
As the real leader, you offered that grace. Like, I try to sit down and holler at boy. Like,
right.
Because I know he control his people. I know I control mine. So if I sit down and holler at him and we shake hands like real men and say, you know what, it's over. We ain't doing no more killing. We ain't going to let these young boys kill each other. That's it. People keep it going though. You feel what I'm saying? Because it kind of fits their ego. I'm the man in my hood. I'm the man out west. I'm the man.
And
out
I don't know why
Philly.
people take that. Like, even from our era, but like it's more crazy in this era. Like,
of course,
if a person like this and they like, hey man, I don't want no trouble. I'm cool.
Him.
Why that turn you on more to go at him more? Like, why?
You feel what I'm saying? To go at him more.
Like, why?
You ain't no real wolf. You ain't no real lion, because we don't come from that. The lions, they went after other lions. This ain't the show where the lions prey on the small. This ain't that type of show. Yeah, because our era, you did something to somebody, like, especially if you knew him, you knew who was coming after you. You knew who was coming. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You knew who was coming to get you. You're not getting the bull who work at McDonald's or the bull who work at Rite Aid because he may sit on the step with them. He don't got nothing to do with that. He just from the neighborhood. You about to go smoke him for what? Like, for real, he don't get into nothing. You know what I mean? People actually giving you respect for this. Like, you getting handshakes because you killed the McDonald's boy. Like, he was innocent, bro. Or you shot that baby. Right. And you got 20 years and you up here for your whole 20 years, they should be clowning you the whole 20 years to make you feel it like you's a clown. Every time somebody see you, like, yo, bro, you a clown. You a clown. Every time somebody see you. But you think it's cool. You up there, bro. Yo, bro, you a clown. You don't deserve a handshake like you killed the 7-year-old, bro.
That's what these
you feel what I'm saying? Like,
they glorify that.
Like, you shot up a park full of kids, bro. You really shot at a park full of kids. Like, you could have killed 3 or 4 babies out there, bro. That's nutty, bro. We ain't rocking with each other no more. But they hide them people. They cool with them people. They build them people up. They coming to jail like they it. I'm coming in this joint with 4 bodies, man. Yeah, but you killed the boy from KFC. You killed the boy from Checkers. You killed the boy that played soccer, and you killed the boy that played basketball. None of them people you killed was in the streets. Right. The boys that's killing people is still out here killing, and they gonna kill all your family since you done killed all them innocent people. Yeah. And this is gonna go on till 2055 because of some nuts. You understand what I'm saying, bro? So that's what
you in here.
Why you in here? So that's what people gotta get. You know what I mean? Damn, you made me cook heavy today, baby. You made me cook like Dang, I'm Chef Motivate the Youth today. This
Hey,
Chef
man,
Weezy, like, I ain't gonna even front, man. He didn't let me cook like I was on Cosmic Kev or you know what I mean? Like, he didn't let me get crazy, you know what I mean? But this my man, though, so this the kind of conversations we get. When it's not scripted, just for any other podcast, like, so y'all get a glimpse, and, you know, when he put these clips out, this really my man, but, like, outside of that, we real street people. You ain't gotta script nothing with me. You could just have just give me a topic and let us have a conversation based off that topic. You ain't gotta script nothing. Because if it's organic, everything about each other is just gonna come out.
Yes, sir.
One question is gonna line it right up for the next question if we just open the topic up.
Yes, sir.
You ain't gotta script nothing. You feel what I'm saying? Sir. When y'all getting a guy like me, you don't gotta script it. Let's just let it flow.
Yeah, don't make it weird, man.
Yeah, don't make it weird.
Don't make it weird,
just
man.
Let it flow. You know what I mean? Let it flow.
Baby.
I'm from the streets. I'm from the trenches.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Like, let it flow, bro. Let it flow.
Just because he changed his life, man, he still understands street lingo, man. Like no other, man. He not lost.
Yeah.
He not lost, man. But like he said, man, this was a good one, man.
Yeah.
This was a good one, man. I like to shout my boy out for fucking coming down here, man. Listen, man, I called him one time on the first ring. He said, "Say no more.
Yeah.
I'll be there." He was trying to make it the same day. I said, man, God damn it. Wait a minute.
Yeah, he said
you know
the
what I'm
same
saying?
day,
He came right through, man. Motivate the Youth 215, man. If y'all ain't following this man or know about this platform, you are dumb high. You're dumb high, man, because he for us. This platform is strictly for us. Nobody else, man.
Facts.
And it's not just for Philly. Even though it's 215, it's for the people, our people, man.
Yeah, for the people.
Our people. If we don't care about us, who else is going to care about us, man?
Facts.
Nobody, man. Nobody is doing it like he doing it. And he really outside. He tapping with the people, man. He's really outside, man.
All the way. Every day, non-stop. It don't stop. Everywhere. The bus, the train, the trolley, Center City, the projects, high rises, you name it. I'm really outside. I promote the whole city, all of them. Let
them know what you got coming up. I know you got something coming up.
What I'm saying? I always got something cooking up, man.
You got something cooking up, baby.
The main thing gonna be, see, ain't nobody getting this. The main thing gonna be in the summertime, where it's gonna be the Motivate Youth Day, and the whole day gonna be filled with games. I'm a collaborate so many people,
and I want to be out there. And since you said I want to be the first on board, whatever you need from me, call me, brother. Whatever you need from me, call me.
The whole day gonna consist of games for all the kids. We're gonna possibly put up a nice pot so somebody could win some money going into August, and it's just more collaborations, man. I got some stuff coming up with Mark It Up Paintball. I got the comedian situations coming up. I got some stuff coming up with Fridays. It's getting close to the Snipes situation.
Yes,
I got a situation right coming with Snipes. So I'm gonna keep it funky, bro. I'm trying to put us in position.
Yes, sir.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's all that. I'm trying to put Philly on the stage the way it's supposed to be on the stage. And back at the forefront
where we belong.
Of Philadelphia, bro, where we belong, bro. You understand what I'm saying? We the third or fourth big city, but we don't act like that. We act like we the 25th and the 26th, but like we fell in to realize like we the big homies.
Like you said, we too busy riding other people's waves. Like why we riding other city waves?
We are it. Yeah. We are it, bro. Every faction of Philadelphia, we are it. It's time for us to, like, I tell people this all the time. I understand people want to take Philly to the world. I just want to bring the world to Philly. You feel what I'm saying? People want to take us to the world. I just want to bring the world here. You feel next year the World Games is going to be in Philly. I want Philly to be like we are own identity. Every aspect you go. When the World Games come here and all them people come to Center City and they moving around, I want them to be able to move around and be like, no, this is the real deal here. You feel what I'm like?
And with that being said, can we get an Olympic game?
Yeah, you feel what I'm saying?
Can we get an Olympic?
Like this the real deal. Like this the real deal. Everybody, every aspect of life, man. Like I said, everybody, every barber, every podcast, every rapper, every singer, every barbershop, every nurse, every hairstylist, like every makeup artist, every content creator, like everybody, every engineer, bro, every trainer, every coach. Everybody, bro, we all, everything, we are it. We are it. We just got to believe that we are it. And the more that Philly believe that they are it, we could do anything we put our mind to, but we can't do it apart. Right. It cannot be done apart. We got to get this notion of we can only have one star at a time. No, we can't. No, we can't. We can have 50 stars at one time. We can have 100 stars at one time. You understand what I'm saying? We got the funniest people, the best actors, the best the best rappers. We got the best everything, bro. You understand? It's time that people believe that we are that. And the more that we believe that we are that, when we start stepping to where as though I'm not afraid of Weezy getting bigger than me, Weezy not afraid of the next person the more we step like that, the more we keep putting our people in the room. And then when you look up in a room that's now flooded with ATL, Miami, New York, Chicago, Detroit, you're going to start seeing more people that you recognize. What's up, bro? Dang, you in here from North, you got it, G-Town, West, we all in the build. Everybody's in the building. Not just one person from Philly in a room full of Chicago, Detroit, New York. It's just one person from Philly in there.
Right.
It's like, bro, you don't know none of these people in here, bro. You should have put your people in the position to get in the same room. Because now we all, hey, bro, what's up? What you doing? Hey, we ready to shoot to this club over here. Now it's 6 of us instead of 1 of us.
Right.
Now they know we got Philly boys. We ain't just got Weezy. We got the Philly boys. We learn to move like that, bro. I'm telling you, we can't be. Nobody can fuck with us, bro. Nobody can fuck with us, bro. Come on,
y'all
Philly.
hear this, man?
Philly. Come on, Philly.
Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. Come on, Philly. This is free game, man.
Real talk.
This is free game, man. This man don't gatekeep. He don't keep nothing to himself. This is free game, yo. This is free game, man. With that being said, man, we're going to wrap this up, man.
Yeah, this joint.
We're going to wrap this thing up, man. I like to thank my fucking guy for coming, man. Y'all know him as MotivateYouth215. I know him as Mayor, man. I know him as the boy Mayor, man. Like,
my brother.
Listen, man, the transition from the streets to this, man, is fucking amazing, dog. Keep doing what you doing, man.
Got to, bro.
This is the light you always supposed to been in.
Facts.
Keep doing what you doing, man.
Facts, bro.
With that being said, man, my co-host, man, he wasn't able to be here today, man. He had other affairs, man. Roley, got you, baby. Always gonna hold you down.
Roley, man. Shout out to the Wavemaker Podcast, man. Shout out to Roley. Shout out to my man A Weezy. I appreciate y'all, man. You know, and more success to definitely my brother Weez, man. Keep on doing your thing. And you know, you already know the extension is always there on every level.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? On every level. You know what I mean? And for people who don't know what I mean by that, when you talking to your brothers and dudes that's in any kind of world that you may be in, when we mean every level, we stand by every level.
Sir.
Meaning if we all the way up there, it don't matter if we all the way up there. If he all the way down there and I'm up there, or if he up there, I don't gotta say the same thing for him because I know it's the same thing for him. If he get up there first, that extension is there on every level. That's how real brothers supposed to look at each other. We ain't in no competition. We here to push each other. You know what I mean? We here to put batteries in each other backs because that's what we supposed to do as brothers, bro.
Yes, sir. And that's what we on, man. We signing out. Wavemaker Podcast. Appreciate you, man. Motivate you 215, y'all. Give it up. And we out of here signing off. Let's go.
Let's go.